Now, you guys know what Doomsday Preppers are, right? I think he explains it in the video. I'm gonna drop his channel link. PapaMeat is like one of my freaking most favorite YouTubers right now, I would say. That's his channel if you want to check him out. It's me, yes! I have food for 3 people for 30 days in my storage. Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to the PapaMeat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today, my friends, the end is finally here. Oh, we're talking about Doomsday. But most importantly, we're talking about the people who prep for those Doomsday. Doomsday Preppers!
When survival's the goal, it's into the spider hole.
Okay, volume is okay.
Another interesting facet of the world of people who are preparing for the end. People who want to be prepared for when
compared to me,
it's the fan. But there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world right now. Inflation. The worst thing that's happening is inflation. How about monkeypox?
No
Maybe
kidding.
even potentially World War III? Whoa. Pretty much what I'm trying to get at is the world is going to end. We're all gonna die! I'm kidding, we're gonna be fine right now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe by the time I post this, we're all dead. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not a future.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Fortune teller. But thank God there's one group of people out there who can circumvent all of these horrible things that are happening. So today I just wanted to take a deep dive down into the rabbit hole of people
Might
who
need
are
you
going
to
to
come,
survive
maybe
the
not find
apocalypse.
some buy
There's
tin
a
cans,
group of people that are here to kind of show us the way. And of course, I'm talking about Doomsday Preppers.
Here's to the end of the world.
Let's go. Now, we need to realize that these
like, it kind of reminds me of COVID. Where, like, they announced COVID, and then everyone freaking stormed the freaking stores, and there was no toilet paper anywhere. That's how you prepare. You just get all the toilet paper. Like, who cares about the food as long as you have toilet paper? Have a solar cell radio and have a crank so you can crank it with arm power. What is a solar cell radio? What? And pasta. Okay, so pasta and toilet paper. That's all you need. And water. You're gonna need water. It's not a joke. What is a solar cell radio? Hold on, wait. Solar cell radio. Solar radio. Oh, is it like a radio that you run with the sun? Okay, cool. Okay.
Doomsday preppers are rational, but albeit paranoid people. A lot of people ask, why? Why? Save 50,000 cans of corn in your cellar. Well, you never know when shit's gonna hit the fan. But preparing for disasters is not a crazy thing. I'll be honest, I think it's downright smart. I'm from the Midwest where there's tornadoes left and right. God's just sending little twisters to come greet your house and throw it into the air.
You're dying from your ass disease, the only cure for which is more toilet paper than anyone could conceivably need nodders.
Lots of toilet paper. Count Chocula.
We got a little provisions just in case something bad happens. Is there a flood? Is my electricity gonna go out? When I lived in Texas, I was without power for like 2 weeks. And it was brutal. I did not prepare for that at all. Wish I would have. That would have been a much easier experience. When I was sitting in Texas and there was the deep freeze, I watched Amadeus, I think 6 times on my phone. If anything happens, I'm gonna blow my brains out. Like if the world ends, I will not survive. Just take me, God. When something bad happens, you want to make sure that you have the right tools to be prepared. If a natural disaster strikes, like earthquakes, tornadoes, and tsunamis.
Actually, there was like a long time ago. Actually, I remember the power went out for like a day or so. Maybe? I don't fully remember because it was a long time ago. But yeah. And I think that was like the only time You need to prep for 1 week with no
You
power.
want to make sure you have the basic necessities like food, water, flashlights, and power. There comes a separation, my
Not
friends,
those
where
kind of
people- you go
flashlights,
from
okay?
Being prepared for a lightning storm
The
and
proper,
being
regular
paranoid that the
kind.
collapse of civilization is right at our doorstep. Right there, that's a leap.
I'm preparing my family for the imminent collapse of the United States economy.
Oh my, look at that kid. Look at him, man. He is ready. Hell yeah! Gamer subs, let's go! I have his gamer subs, it's great. It's like one of my favorite flavors. I love it.
A little more mead. And that's why I drink gamer subs. Not only does it have 0
That'd be me if I
calories,
was
so
a
my big fat fucking belly doesn't get any bigger. Also, no sugar as well for that stubborn waistline. And it's even keto friendly for any of my little gym rats out there.
Can
who are
add
trying
to a
protein
power
bulk
outage?
Right now.
What?
I see.
What do you
All
mean?
the flavors are amazing. I haven't had one gamer subs flavor that I didn't like. All of them are extremely
Gamer subs,
tasty,
heck yeah,
especially
let's go.
mine, raw meat. It's watermelon
go, let's
cantaloupe.
go, let's
It's
go.
basically summer in a cup. Wow. They also sell amazing waifu cups that resell like goddamn
50
blood
cal
diamonds on the black
sniper
market. So
rifle
be
to
sure
pierce
check
those Mad
out as
Max
well because those are a hot commodity. And if you use my promo code PapaMeat on any orders, not even on my products, you'll get 10%
Okay,
off
Sin,
your
you
entire
can
order.
have
And just let 'em know,
your
Papa Meat
flashlight.
sent you. So thank
I
you so
will
much to
use
Gamer
I will
Subs for
keep
sponsoring
my
this video.
flashlight.
And hey,
I'm
stay
good.
energized. Drink Gamer Subs.
I'm good. I would prefer to be able
Doomsday
to see.
prepping became a popular movement in the mid-20th century during the Cold War.
In the dark.
Which wasn't really that cold, Nick.
It wasn't?
No. You could say that the Great Depression sparked Americans or people, probably just Americans, to hoard what they have. Who knows? It's mine. Don't touch it. Get away from me. People go
That's
through some
me with
dicey
chocolate.
shit, and all of a sudden, there's no I in team. But that became like,
That's literally me with chocolate. If I have chocolate and Jello's like, "Can I have some?" I literally like give him a death glare, and I'm like, "No, this is my chocolate. There's only a certain amount I have." No.
the team. It's all about I.
There's me in team.
There's me in
There's
team?
me
That's true.
in
It's backwards, but it's there. With the threat of a nuclear war looming, people were encouraged by the U.S. government to build fallout shelters and to stockpile
Oh my
supplies
God.
in the event of a nuclear apocalypse. I love that. I got the U.S. government's just like, everybody, real quick, gather round. In your backyard, we're going to start digging holes, and that's going to stop you from having to worry about a nuclear bomb being dropped in your head. Go have fun, guys.
Have you seen the old like commercials where it's like if a nuclear
Embrace
bomb
the
drops,
darkness?
hide under
No.
your desk?
I love that. But my favorite one was,
The
if there's an
dark is
active school
scary.
shooter, we're going to turn off the lights and hide under our desk. He's like, nobody's home in here. All right, well, these lights are off. I'm probably not going to go in there. But
Literally, they just have to freaking smash the freaking window. My fave Cold War nuclear war instruction vid is the UK telling people to hide under blankets if they're... What? Hide under a blanket. If you're outside, everything will be fine. They won't know. Just a blanket. Just this random blanket sitting in the middle of nowhere. They won't have a clue. If I was a millionaire, I'd have a paranoia bunker. Maybe. It's not really something that I even, like, think of. Like, what the frick? But I guess maybe now, maybe I should.
you also have religious reasons, right? For example, the Church of the Latter-day Saints believe that the end times are nigh since the dawn of their religion. So they encourage their followers to have 3 to 12
God,
months of
look at all that
supplies at all
food.
times. When it comes to doomsday prepping, the goal is to have enough supplies to last you a few months inside your bunker when the world goes to shit.
How does that even
AKA
last?
when shit hits the fan. We watched Doomsday Preppers, the show. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but that when shit hits the fan is going to be, it's part of my everyday vernacular now. I just want to say that.
When the hits the fan.
When it hits the fan,
If hits a fan.
Hey, it's gonna hit the fan
When
sometime.
shit hits the
Hits
fan.
the fan in 5 years, I'll probably be okay.
If you can survive in your
probably
little
be
bunker while
okay.
everyone else is fighting for resources outside, then within a few months, 90% of the population will die out, and you can emerge from your bunker as a goddamn survivor. Which we've already seen some of this, ladies and gentlemen. Does anyone
Heck yeah,
remember
the toilet paper.
Does anyone remember toilet paper during the pandemic? Hello? As soon as shit starts hitting the fan, people hoard
Toilet
stuff
paper, let's
like
go.
motherfuckers. I had the worst food poisoning. I tried making some chicken at home, did not cook all the way through, and I had horrible diarrhea. So it's that kind of pain in your asshole where it feels like chapped lips.
Like, when
When the shit
freaking...
hits the fan, blame the assistant. They're clearly a slacker in disguise. Hoshil one stare intensifies.
When... Can you... I can't fathom keeping a can of beans. Okay, you have this can of beans. Alright? and 10 years later you eat that can of, like, no, you eat that can of beans 10 years later. Like, I can't make, like, does it actually last? Is it actually okay to eat it? Is it actually, because I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. The funny thing is all of the shortages was prepped by me already, so it never affected me. My cans last for 25 years. 25 years, bro. I could not imagine buying a can of beans today and then 25 years from now being like, oh, okay, I'm gonna eat these now. I would be scared to open them when you're 43. Oh my god. Broccoli.
Lips. I didn't even know
Good
the
luck.
pandemic was that big of a deal at the time. This is before.
Let me know
this
how
is
it
before,
goes.
I mean, I really knew what was going on. I went to the store when I went to the aisle and like every single piece of toilet paper was gone. That's when I knew. I've experienced stuff before where people
I have
raid grocery
never
stores and
seen
stuff,
something
and
like
they
that
left
in my
all
life.
the bottles of water, but they took all the goddamn towels. Something's going on here. Okay. The thing
We
about
don't
being a
need
doomsday
water, we
prepper
just
is
need
that
toilet
it is
paper.
a beautiful spectrum. On one side, you have rational people, and on the other side, you have mentally deranged people. So you have rational people who are like, hey, it might storm. It'd be nice to have some Duracell batteries.
3 months of
flashlights,
food,
some
holy
water.
shit.
And there's some people who are like,
How?
if you come near me, I'm gonna kill you. But that's what we're trying to figure out today, dude. Which end of the spectrum are you on? So level 1, the toe dippers. Ooh,
The
water's
toe
cold.
dippers.
I just ate a pizza. I'm not going to jump in for cramps. These are people who have a case of water, some canned food, and a few rolls of toilet
Now
paper.
imagine eating from a Cold War era can made with lead. Brain dabblage.
If you went into their house, you'd probably be like, a little extra supplies. They probably go through a lot. I used to go to my friend's house. His mom used to have, I'm not even joking, used to have 150 rolls of toilet paper. She was a little...
Have you seen that video of the lady getting hit with the brick in the car?
Wait, what?
There's a video of a woman getting hit.
This guy's driving and a brick falls off a truck and lands in his mother's head.
That was her. These people, the toe dippers, usually have an emergency kit with candles, maybe a flashlight, a first aid supplies, you know, just in case anything happens. It's more so just being like, something bad might happen, but it's an afterthought. But then we get into level 2. And level 2 is where we start
Oh,
getting...
what's level 2?
You're a little shaky.
Broccoli,
right?
you have to tell me which one you are. You have to tell me if you're like level 1 or level 2.
Preparing for your occasional emergency and expect weeks to months long emergencies such as civil
You sound-
unrest and severe
it sounds
natural
like
disasters.
maybe you're
'Cause
level
let me
2.
tell you, Nick, if I was younger, I'd be like, civil unrest, what the are you talking about? Yeah, the past 4 years, goddamn, hell, I might even be at level 2, dude. I'm a little paranoid. I've experienced so many natural disasters. Anyways, Texas, the deep freeze, goddamn pipes burst everywhere, flooded the house. Unbelievable. The paranoid also...
What? Canned food, if properly prepared, can last a very long time and still be fit for consumption. Jesus. Like, I could not even, like, okay. I mean, I guess you could, like, slowly stockpile. How do I get a burger in a can? Commander, you know what? I would not even be surprised if that actually exists. Because I'm thinking, like, how the frig, like, all that money, man. But I guess if you take, like, if you go grocery shopping and you just grab a few cans every time you go grocery shopping and then you just, like, stockpile them. The toilet crisis was manufactured since people thought it was imported, but most toilet paper is made locally. What went wrong was a few mass bought. People saw it and did the same, ran out. People got scared, drove to other towns. Yeah, like... Probably it too. Yeah. Because, okay, Dread, see you later. Because, like, something's not as bad as whatever, but then you see other people freaking out, panicking, buying a bunch of shit. So then you're gonna do the same thing because you're like, holy crap, well, they're gonna take it all, so I better get some and... and it's just like, it's like a domino effect. It's a domino effect. They exist, are expensive and disgusting. Well, Commander, rip. Rip your burger in a can. My counter question is, what is your life and family worth? Cheeseburgerinacan.com. Are you kidding me? For what? The cheeseburger in a can is here. I can taste it now. The start of a new trend, a tasty fad, a delicious find at your local can sale. The clever Swiss people have made available for us a product for the new millennia, made for the extreme athlete, the all-terrain camper, or the desert fox. This canned goodness will withstand the toughest of conditions. Here, Commander, this is for you. This is all for you. I didn't even realize there was a run-on TP until after it was all over. Same, Commander, same. I showed up at the store, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting toilet paper, so... I'm dying. The cheeseburger in a can is a tasty, or maybe awful, treat for any fan of the hearty sandwich made popular by American fast food chains, or just grilled up in your backyard. The uber freshness of this canned patty will make everyone's hearts sing, knowing that only a piece of thin aluminum stands in the way of your drooling taste buds and the beefy hamburger. I'm gonna need more toilet paper after eating this, right? There's Christmas dinner in a can, Thanksgiving dinner in a can. What the hell? Seriously? Finally a product for desert fox like me. Frig my... Ew! What is this? Bacon jerky? Oh, that's on Amazon. We don't want to go to Amazon. Cheeseburgers in a can are here forever. Oh my god, that's... What the hell? And then they have these are not real. These oh, alternatives to cheeseburger in a can. Okay. Oh, it's slimy and gross. Oh, a whole chicken in a can? Oh, bleh. Bleh. Where's the pictures? Oh, that's gross. That's gross.
Believe that people are going to immediately raid the grocery stores, so you need to have a full stock pantry for you and your family in order to weather this storm. Once again,
oh my
doesn't seem that paranoid.
Imagine
whenever
having
I've seen
that
this
much food.
firsthand. COVID, toilet paper, all kinds of stuff.
So you're never more than 20 feet away from a firearm in this house.
Damn.
One example
Bro,
is
what?
a small firearm and a number 10 can.
Sourdough.
And I remember that because it's my pea shooter.
Sourdough bread is my
These prepper
favorite.
pantries are rooms or garages in people's homes where they stockpile non-perishable food items and
Holy
emergency
rice.
supplies that typically last a few months to even a couple years, which I can't even imagine. We could survive for years. That has to be like your entire garage is just filled with stuff. Even like canned food, like, you know how much canned food? Years? Some of the items that these preppers may have include
you can't have
shelf-stable foods like rice,
firearms,
beans,
just
and
get
canned
swords,
food, water storage
axes.
containers, solar generators, some basic tools. Not
my
Ryobi,
goodness.
dude. Nick bought Ryobi stuff in the
Go
studio and it pissed me
medieval.
off. Just get DeWalt.
Get some
Why'd you
chain
do it, Nick?
armor.
That's what they had.
They didn't have any DeWalt. You're a liar.
Oh.
A
You
portable
are.
stove for cooking,
Maybe shouldn't
maybe a
look in
gun and some
Discord
ammo.
if you
Maybe,
think
I
whole
doubt it.
canned
And
chicken
tarps,
sounds
tents,
gross.
blankets and sleeping bags.
yeah.
Which honestly, out of this paranoid section, doesn't feel too crazy. Doesn't feel crazy. It's the excess. Well, it's the excess, and it's
Yeah,
also
level 2's
immediately
not,
jumping
like,
to the conclusion that the
super
worst is going to
crazy
happen.
so
Or
far.
prepping as if tomorrow
Right,
it's going to
moment.
happen. If the pandemic happened and people did that, I'd be like, well, yeah. I mean, we're in trap. But like right now, if something happened, I don't know. Which I guess it is just hindsight, but to me,
I
I'm
wouldn't
just like,
mind
why don't
having
you
that much
calm
food
down,
stocked
dude?
up.
You need years of perishables. We got enough
For, like,
beans
so
to
much
last
money.
us
Can you
4
imagine
winters.
how much
Some
money
preppers
that is?
in this
Holy
category
poopers.
also have what is called a bug out bag. These are duffel bags that are packed with essential items that can last 48 to 72 hours and are stored in a safe place. Bug out bag.
Excess is need a bug
The
out
bug
bag.
out bag.
Why do they
Most
call it
people
a
call
bug
this
out
bug
bag?
pack,
Bug
but I just
what?
refer to it as a survival pack. There
Yeah,
are
a survival
birds
pack.
and ducks and things.
No,
and if I had to, potentially catch some meat for.
They're out here just looking at a seagull like, that could be a, oh my god, look at that delicious meal walking along the beach. It's just, you know, if we needed it, just pa. That seagull, fried seagull, exactly, Commander, yummy. Or freaking like a duck. I mean a duck, okay, a duck, yeah. Or like, what is this? What is this, a pelican? No, that's not a pelican.
For dinner with my
Freaking...
sling.
Which
Is that a
you call it
pelican?
a bug
Oh my
out bag
God.
because if something hits the fan, you need to get a bug out bag. Get out.
Need something for my Bug out bag, gotta have it.
My bug out
Also, you know
bag.
what's kind of crazy too? This is also enters that level of paranoia.
Seagull
Think about how
in a
often they have
can.
to update the bug out bag. These beans are no good. We gotta update the bug out bag. If an emergency requires you to leave your house, aka bug out, then you can quickly and easily grab your bag and head to your new destination.
A yapping collab.
Got $100.
A yapping collab.
Survival kit Walmart challenge.
$100 survival kit Walmart challenge. That does not feel that hard. For $100
Wait,
at Walmart, you
$100
kidding me? He's like,
at
I was able to pick up 2 guns, a fish.
Bro. $100 at Walmart? You think you're gonna get stock? What are you gonna stock? $100 ain't gonna get you shit. How does he? Okay, how does he do this?
And enough perishables to last us 4 autumns.
I spend
The way she
$100
jolted
every
out of that
week.
thing, God damn, dude. Did her dirty with the edit there, though. She's like,
And
trying
it
to turn
only
and,
lasts
smile.
us
I'm
a
like,
week.
This is what I got, and he just like cut that.
What?
And similarly, there's
no way they're getting this
home
for $100.
bags that preppers have in their cars that
No
contain
way.
enough supplies to get them safely home. I got a pistol, a flashlight, and enough Cliff Bars to last me 6 autumns. I'm done with the winters. I'm doing autumns now. The winters I'm not scared about. The autumns is when it gets unruly. Start getting diarrheas. In this category, you also learn basic skills such as CPR, medical training, and even some survival skills.
What the
Here's
hell
thing.
was
I just want to say, I know I said that we labeled this level 2
What the
paranoia.
hell
It is
was
paranoia.
that?
I still don't think
Is
this is
this
totally
a-
egregious. The problem
is
with these
this
group
a
people is
look-
about you they talk.
A Google stream friendly thing? This pause. This screen pause. What is this screen pause? So that Kiviak? I think I did that wrong. Kiviak? Oh! What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I don't want to know what that is. That looks gross. Not stream friendly, not stream friendly. I will cut that out. Oh god.
Talk about it a lot. Did you just see what happened on the news?
Actually,
You're
I
just
think
like, "Oh,
those
goddamn,
images
dude."
were
To
fine,
me, it's
but
mostly I already
oh
got
god.
enough shit going on in my life. The beatus, got acid reflux,
Oh,
hemorrhoids,
bleh.
back acne. My fingers are starting to get hairy, like my Bulgarian grandpa's. I got f***ing ducks dying on me. And then some guy's just like,
What?
did you just see that they actually just shot off 6 missiles? It's probably coming any day now. Well, can we just talk about how horrible everything? Please. Oh, I'd love that. Let's do that. Please. Thank you. Yeah, thank God I got my bug out bag, though, and 6 rounds of corn just in case I need to make it through the autumn. Level 2 is
corn.
probably where I would still be friends with this person, but level
Buttered
3,
corn
this is
is
when
the
I start
best,
like,
honestly.
I can't anymore. Which level 3 we have as the survivalist.
Okay, level 3.
AKA the LARPer. This category is for the
LARPer?
extreme preppers who have swallowed the doomsday pill. These are people that are preparing and sometimes even hoping for the collapse of civilization, government tyranny, and apocalyptic events such as nuclear war,
Broccoli,
global
will this
pandemic,
be you
and
one
even
day?
an
God darn
asteroid
it.
impact. Oh, please, please, God, please hurl that rock at our Earth. Please, God. At this level of prepper, you're basically fully committed to the idea that the world is ending, and
What?
you are
the-
so
okay,
deeply
can I just
entrenched
say
in
something? Can I just say something? Is this not a whole lot of freaking shit ton of wasted food? What the hell? What the hell? Can you,
My
what-
apologies.
Bro,
I didn't expect you to look at
bro.
images. I thought you would see the description and be like, hell no, Lamau.
So much food and then you have people who can't even get food, and then you have these people who are just like so much friggin' food that could feed so many families. That's like all I can think about. It's not wasted once the world ends into my Pat. Yeah, same as hoarders. pretty much. Same as hoarders, but like, frig my life. So many people could have this food, and instead it's just sitting there, collecting dust. Yeah, well, that's also, yeah, and that's also the other problem. People throw away 55% of food. Yeah. Yeah. Literally, like, I heard that in France, it's actually illegal, it's illegal for restaurants and supermarkets to throw away food. They have to donate it, and I feel like that should be the normal. Like honestly, like if Tim Hortons makes my food wrong and I bring it back to them to be like, oh hey, you made this wrong, they will literally take it from me, throw it out, and make a new one. And I'm like, what? Like, why are you throwing it out? Whether you throw it in the garbage or give it to me, you're still losing the money. I don't get it. I don't understand the logic. It makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. I don't understand it. It's dry. It won't go bad for years. Yeah, this is all dry food. This is all dry food.
The philosophy that this is now your identity as a person. There's even a dedicated show all about doomsday preppers showing off the crazy lengths that people will go to prepare for this end. That's just the end.
Doomsday.
You have to get ready. There's no other way but to prepare.
I can't imagine living like that.
Are you storing canned
like living
beans
every
and
day
rice
as
in your
if the next
pantry?
day is
Rice?
gonna.
What are you talking about? Rice and canned beans in your garage? You got soft hands, sweetheart. I've been prepping since I was 6 years old.
There's kids on here who are prepping since.
Oh, I know there's kids. I feel bad for these. You know what kind of reminds me of like a cult, like a religious cult, a little bit. You know what I mean? You ever see like a kid dressed up in like a like suit? He's like, oh God, is an awesome God he reigns. I'm like, that motherfucker didn't stand a chance, dude. You know what I mean? It's like if you're older and you're just like, dude, I just love getting the gospel out. It just creeps me out, dude. When I see little kids and they're just like, I can't wait to go to heaven.
You were prepping when you were 16.
But instead of, you know, your little cupcake factory that you were in before, now you're investing thousands of dollars into prepper specific.
Apparently in the US, they claim it's a health risk to give the homeless people a donut you didn't sell that day, so in the trash it goes. What's that? Less sugar and salt in our food? That's not a health risk, just don't eat so much, fatty.
Did you see the prices of pancakes in a bucket? They claim it's a health risk to give the homeless people a donut. It is not a health risk. Anything can be a health risk. You know what's a health risk? Is them going into the trash and digging it out of the trash to eat it. That's what a health risk is. What were these prices that I seen here a second ago? What is this? Bro, 3-month emergency food for $875. It's on sale. It's normally $1,050. $1,050. Look, look at all the stuff you get. This is the upper class stuff. Calories equals energy equals survival. With how expensive food is now, preppers from a few years ago are probably doing well. Right, bro, Commander. We should have been doing this like a long time ago. Maybe I wouldn't have to spend $100 every week on the groceries now. What do you get? Oh, it literally says, look at all you get. Bestseller. 3-month freak my life, emergency. Oh my god. Okay, but okay, so hold on, wait, I'm gonna do some math here. Let's do some math. Sorry, yes, the TTS is a bit interruptive for, I guess, a yapping stream. Okay, we're gonna do math. $875. I don't know if you pay tax on that. Do we pay tax? You don't need the snacks, dessert, and stuff like that. They but broccoli. we need desserts. Okay, so if we don't pay tax, let's say you pay, whatever, it doesn't really matter, $50 in shipping. So $925 divided by 3. Oh shit, that's $308 per month. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. But how many people does it feed? Because is that my question is, how many people does it feed? Is that $300 and you're feeding a small family, or is that $300 and you're feeding only one single person, and now you have to buy like one Pat, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like, imagine, and then you have 2 people in your family, so you have to buy, so then that's like $600 a month. That's expensive. That's expensive. What the hell? Cut off your family. Yep. Everyone has to fend for themselves now in the family. Food's too expensive. Oh my god.
You're investing thousands of dollars into prepper-specific brands that can last years. Such as our good old friend Jim Baker. Remember Jim Baker? Love Jim Baker's food buckets.
This is Mexican food that real-life Mexicans approve of. You know, this is not gringo
broccoli
food.
You actually buy from the prepping sites?
Food.
The Jim Baker food bucket we will buy one day, and I will try some of his soup. $300 in the Jim Baker bucket can get you 144 meals with a guaranteed shelf life of 25 years. If you purchase that bucket and 25 years later you're just like, I didn't even need this thing. Well, I had all these potato soups from Jim Baker, but guess that didn't pan out.
That'd
For
be me with all the
$4,000, you can
oatmeal.
get the Defender dozen. We gotta spend $4,000 on this Defender dozen.
Broccoli.
This gives you 2,448 total servings of food
Holy
for $4,000
shit.
up front now. You're getting almost
4,000. Oh my
$2,500
god.
servings of food.
What a
Does that
steal.
seem
Let me
like a
just
lot?
pull that out of my
Across
butt.
you and your family.
Technically, like for a family of 6.
A family of 6.
Which divide that by 6, it's about 400.
400 meals,
Oh
that
my
lasts
God.
you like a year. Not even a year. We're just cut down to 2 a day. That sucks. You, Jim Baker.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good.
Wait, he tries
And if
the
you're
potato
cheap,
soup?
like
What?
me, you can buy Costco's emergency food buckets instead. $80 for 150
Hold on, wait,
meals.
I
Dude,
missed
Costco
it.
always just does
Shit.
the best.
I missed it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this dude. Oh.
And if you're cheap, like me,
gross.
you can buy Costco's
Gross.
emergency food buckets instead.
Honestly,
$80 for
like, yeah,
150
this
meals. Dude,
stuff
Costco
cannot
always just does
taste
the
good.
best. $80 for 150 meals?
There's no
Come
way
on.
this stuff
That's 50
could
cents
taste
a
good.
meal, and then it's just like, dude, Jim Baker's deal. I can just stock up on Costco shit. Another popular item among your shelves are MREs, which are meals ready to eat that are used to eat out in
oh my
fields by
God.
the U.S. military personnel. You know, I used to always think of peanut butter was a big thing. A sniper can
Taste
survive
this
on
for
2
people who don't
tablespoons
survive.
of peanut butter for 16 days.
Well, Pat,
Most MREs suck. So
I
the
guess
term
I'm not
rat
surviving
fucking was
then.
coined in the military because people would open up
Frig.
the pockets and only take out the good shit like
You need
desserts or
calories,
whatever else
not
was in there and
taste.
just leave
God
the rest.
dang
They're like,
it.
I'm not even gonna touch that other shit. Some preppers even have canned dog food in their pantries just to protect the puppers.
Okay,
in the,
you know
the
what?
event of an apocalypse.
You know
It's
what?
not for the dogs, it's for them.
They're gonna eat the canned dog food?
Chicken morsels.
Can you imagine?
And they're just really good.
Really good.
He has Chef Boyardee right here, Nick. I don't even look at that Italian son of a bitch anymore. All I want's pedigree. There's 3 different kinds of meats and carrots in this. Says so right on the can. But eventually this supply will dwindle, so you're gonna have to live off the land. So you better learn how to farm your own crops, kill your own meat, and collect your own water. Else you're f***ed. So what, you got your fancy dog food, your pedigree, but you don't even know how to grow your own crop?
This is true, though. This is true. Can you imagine you have all this freaking... You have this freaking huge stockpile of food, the world ends, and you, like, run out of food, but then you don't know how to produce or grow your own food. You don't know how to produce and grow your own food, so then you're just sitting there like, oh, shit. I didn't think this far ahead. Neither of us can live without good tasting food. Broccoli, you're hired. If the world ends, I'll need to probably tag along. To be honest, it also depends on how the world looks right after, right? If everything is nuked to shit, good luck with the crop. This is true, Pat. Very true, yes. That's true. Actually, then you're looking at a case of people who are going to be sitting there like, oh shit, I guess I didn't think this far ahead. And then the people who did think that far ahead are like, oh shit, well, this soil is crap and we can't grow nothing. Don't be a parent. What do you mean you'll lock me out? Excuse me. What the hell? What? That's rude. That's rude. Rude.
Oops. Good luck, buddy. Well, let's talk about shelter. People think of doomsday preppers, they think of one thing. And
Buy
it's
your own
doomsday bunkers, dude. Your little straw house that the big bad wolf can blow over isn't big enough for you and your growing supplies.
It's only $1 million. Yeah.
Most preppers have a room
let me go
or
withdraw
basement
that.
to store their supplies.
I'll go withdraw
if you're
it
a
after
true doomsday
stream.
prepper, then you have to have your own dedicated underground shelter. If you're like, I'm a doomsday prepper, it's all in your house, you don't have some shit built underground. You're right, dude. But where are you going to put all your stuff? These range from concrete domes to fully fledged steel bunkers. And some preppers construct their own. But if you're like me and you can't build your own, then you can get someone to professionally install a bunker right in your backyard. I saw a Reddit post years ago about a guy making his own bunker and a man cave out of a shipping container. But the problem with the guy making it, he wouldn't have saw the criticism he got on his own post. The thing was basically a death trap. He had no air vents, so he basically was going to suffocate. And the container that he used to store pesticides. So he would have just suffocated and just been poisoned to death. All for a little man cave, which to be fair,
what the hell?
I watched the football games in the rat poison den that I like to watch my games in. Simple bunker can cost
your own house for $1 million or a fallout shelter. My own house.
Simple bunker. Okay, these are underground structures.
Unless I can use the shelter as a house, then
that contain 1 to 2 rooms in order for you to store food, water, and other survival necessities. And there are dozens of companies throughout the world that specialize in doomsday bunkers, like the company Atlas Survival Shelters, who have prefabricated bunkers that they can install in your very own backyard.
What is that? That's a house.
What's Douglas putting in his backyard? They have a wide variety of options to choose from, ranging from a simple 5x7 design to a 6,000 square foot military complex.
Okay. You're telling me we're having a housing crisis? And this shit... What? What? That's the celebrities? Bro, we are in the middle of a massive housing crisis, and there's just all these freaking underground apartment complexes, basically. Are you shitting? Are you... Bro. No way. No way. It's so bullshit that they pollute the most and also use their money for this shit. Seriously. I want to know how many of these actually exist? Like, this is like a barracks, but still. Still. Frick the fallout shelter become a ghoul. Oh my god. Katsuya's gonna be a ghoul. Oh my god.
This looks like the Fallout game. I was just wondering because it looks like 7 families interconnected their yard with a giant metal structure system. All the people are like, I don't think it was me. Or there are even nuclear silo condos. In the state of Kansas, a company is renovating Cold War-era nuclear missile silos into condos.
Oh, okay.
The Survival Condo Project is a luxury bunker development designed to provide safety and comfort in the event of catastrophe. Well, just because we're surviving doesn't mean we can't look good while doing it. These silos can hold up to 75 people and have over 20,000 square feet of floor space per silo. They span 200 feet underground with 15 floors. The facility has a shared pool, gym, bar, and lounge, and a
literally
custom theater,
for the rich.
a library,
yes.
classrooms, medical center, and you need the last one, a command center.
Oh my god.
Also, not to mention, there's Wi-Fi.
Oh
because when the world
my
does
god.
end, you better believe all of our beautiful internet companies who love us will keep that shit running forever. That even when Earth is gone, those fiber cables are going to be working, all right? If you're interested in owning one of the spaces, the project features a few unit options. For 1.5 million buckaroos, you can buy half a floor condo.
What?
Not too bad.
Only
what?
Okay, guys, it's only $1 million bucks.
Change.
We can afford that.
This gets you.
Like I said, I'm gonna go withdraw my 1 million.
1 or 2 beds.
I'm gonna get one of these.
And a TV in every entry.
Holy shit! Are you actually kidding me?
You're welcome.
Do they need to be that?
For $3 million, you can get the full floor. That's about a little over 1,800 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, then a kitchen, a great room, and a dining room.
Frig my life.
So if you're like me,
then
you might want to go for the.
These are literal apartments. This is not this. This is not survival bunkers. These are literally just fancy ass apartments for the rich. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's all our apartments? We could be building so many apartment complexes underground and and then people will have homes. Oh my god, instead all of these things are probably just sitting there empty. All the time, just completely empty. They're just there. They just exist. Oh my god.
$4.5 million package, which can get you 3,600 square feet condo on 2 goddamn floors.
3,600
You can even pay
square
for a custom-built complex ranging anywhere from 50,000 square feet to 300,000. Did you want to live in a legitimate military base factory? You okay? Just making sure. You could build this out to be your own specification. You can modify it however you want to your tailored apocalypse experience. I think that seems pretty cool. You can have a giant pool, an arcade room, a theater, a full gym, and a conference room are just some of the examples of the spaces you can get built. I like the conference room. What meeting are you having? The meeting of the minds.
The meeting
of the world has ended.
The world's ending. We must have a meeting.
We have this inquisitive conference room to think in. Let's access the internet.
Sure would suck to be poor right now.
Even better example is the $18 million bunker house in Las Vegas, Nevada. This bad boy is 15,000 square feet, and it has 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a dance floor. A barbecue. A pool. A 4-hole golf course, 2 hot tubs, a sauna, a bar, lighting systems that can simulate sunlight and twinkly stars, artificial trees, fake rocks, and hand-painted murals simulating the outside world, a 1,000-gallon water tank, a cryogenic capsule that can hold up to 5 human heads and 4 bodies. Not to mention, it has cell phone reception, cable, and internet. Thank God. And you can rent the property out right now for receptions, weddings, and even dance parties. That actually does sound kind of cool. But I will say, seeing pictures of it, the outside scenery thing makes it look like you are being held captive.
So this is at least being used for like events and stuff, I guess.
In time. I feel claustrophobic looking at it. Also, I want to say this. There's like a family where they're like, let's go down the elevator.
Have a wedding there,
I would not get in that elevator. That would be my fate. Thank God we have the bunker. Can't wait to play some golf.
Yeah. Thank God we have our $1 million.
Wow. It's
really fast. We're going deep, guys. Don't be fooled by the slowness of the wall. We are now 50 feet down.
Sure, we talked about the
Damn.
bunkers and where you stay, but let's talk about defense, because in the apocalypse, and from what video games and movies have told me, it's a dangerous place. You have food and shelter,
Way more
but
than a
no way
million,
to
yeah.
defend it. That's why you need to stockpile
Oh
guns
my god,
and
can you
ammunition
imagine
and learn
serving
how
your
to fight
kids
when
the
shit
friggin'
hits
military
the
meals?
fan. Like Steve
Oh my
H,
gosh.
who's preparing for the United States economy
Bro.
to collapse, which it will. It's going to. Better buckle up. Every Monday, he sets prepping goals for his family, and by the end of the week, everyone in the family has to contribute to the prepping supplies.
Gonna be me?
This isn't fun and games. He also vacuum seals his weapons to make sure no moisture gets in. Good man, Steve. And a good tip from Steve is to place explosives around your property to ensure that no one can break your defenses, because they'll blow up.
Let's
Checkmate. Steve often performs drills that simulate what it would be like to have his property
put explosive
invaded. His
in a
kids are gonna enjoy
backyard,
that.
guys.
Dude, sometimes you
fine.
have to make sure
Don't
the
actually
fam
do
is
it.
up to date. Sometimes shooting at a car just makes you feel
A
a
broccoli,
little
no.
better. But you know what? Steve is a
No.
pretty sane guy. He glued back his own tooth instead of going to the dentist. Sometimes you gotta drill your teeth in, dude. It's also important to live off the grid and away from society. That way, when the world does end, you're already far away from anyone trying to steal your precious supplies.
Oh my God.
Like Michael, for example, who fears his land will be targeted in an
I'd be the first
overpopulated
to,
world.
to
He's
step
like, "This
on
is
my
the garden."
exactly right. You're
All
just
right,
like
if the world's
you're
overpopulated,
just like
people are gonna try to come and take my
Oh my God.
land.
It's like it's such a beautiful day today. I'm just gonna go for a walk and then poof, you're just gone because you forgot you put your explosive there. tell me where your can is before you do that.
Michael created his own alarm system using bird calls. He said he has studied
Bird
the language of
calls?
the bird for 2 decades and is now passing on to his children. He can even mimic the bird noises. Take it away, Michael. He doesn't have to be relying on guns. He prefers to throw axes, which he made his kids practice
I mean,
for 7
impressive,
years.
but-
He also makes them practice martial arts as well, just in case they have to fight any invaders on their land. He also uses a throwing stick, claims that they're just
Oh my
as
God.
good as shotguns.
Hands in the air. Hands in the air now. What do you do?
What the hell?
I have a feeling that girl would have gotten shot in the back of the head right there. I'm also, let me see your hands. She like turns
We
around.
threw
pop.
axes on our
Michael
company
also gave
Summerfest?
His
Oh,
son,
nice.
his umbilical cord back once he turned into a man.
You're entering a new stage of your life.
What?
No longer a little kid anymore.
Okay, hold on.
Gotten shot in the back of the head right there. I'm also, let me see your hands. She like turns around, pop. Michael also gave his son his umbilical cord back once he turned into a
No.
You're
man.
entering a new stage of your life.
No. No. No, can you just your dad comes to you and he's like, "Son, you are a man now. I have waited 18 years to give you this gift." And he just hands you a box with your umbilical cord. No. No. That's gross. That's gross. Holy frig, that's gross.
You're no longer a little kid anymore. Turning into a young man.
You're a man now, you can eat this.
Here is your umbilical cord.
He's 12.
Oh,
He's a man.
no.
Son, just want to give you this back. Oh, what do you do with that? You just put it wherever. And if you got the cash, you can install an incinerator in your bunker as a last-ditch effort for intruders.
You can
12,
simply
that's
push this
even
button
worse.
right here and eliminate
my
that threat.
gosh.
A torch fire chain. Just burn them down.
Or run a homemade device that turns water into fire. This is an incinerator room. And also, we're able to turn water into fire. Did I mention that already? I feel like I'd just rather build a castle. But sometimes I believe with these doomsday preppers, as goofy as they may seem, I think that sometimes it goes a little too far. Controversial opinion. Sometimes prepping for the end can lead to tragedy. Survivalist named Peter Keller feared
Water
that the
to
world was going
fire,
to end.
how?
For 8
Yeah.
years, he worked on a secret
I
bunker
wanna know
he
how.
dubbed Camp Keller. which could be confusing because of Helen Keller's fame. In one of his journals, he had sketches of a bunker with notes on how he wanted a laboratory space to study viruses. This is some Resident Evil shit. Then in 2012, when the bunker was complete, Peter killed his wife and 18-year-old daughter, set his house on fire in order to live in the bunker. I'm laughing because of how shocking that is, all right? That's not me laughing at the situation. That's just unhinged. Could you not have just lived in the bunker without doing that? Why didn't you just live in the bunker?
He was so
Oh
paranoid
my gosh.
of, like, people finding him that's why he killed his family.
So they couldn't even tell him.
But then that's what led people to find him.
If he just would have been like, hey, I'm divorcing you, I don't want to see the kids anymore, which is also horrible. Not as horrible as murdering them. But after 7 weeks of searching, Peter was found in the bunker dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. When he was found dead in the bunker, there were weapons and ammunition, explosive devices, bulletproof vests, 45 pounds of beans, wine-making stuff, and various of other survival essentials. And for years, he would vlog about the construction of the bunker, as well as conspire to kill his family. In one of the videos, he says, I'm getting to the point where just trying
leave
to live
your
and pay
freaking
bills
family
and live
alone
a
and
civilian,
just leave.
go to work.
Like,
It just freaks me out.
holy.
It's actually more comfortable for me to think about living out here robbing banks, pharmacies, and just taking what I want for as long as I can. At least it will be exciting.
Think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I want. At least it'll be exciting.
The Diaries of a Legitimate
At least
Madman.
it'll be
A reason we
exciting.
bring this up at the end, I think, is because paranoia can amplify fear. But I think people fantasizing over things can become an obsession. I think a lot of people would get under the impression of, like,
Yeah,
well, why
kinda
would
like
you want
a-
something horrible
basically
to
like a
happen? But
hoarder.
I don't think that these people want these things to happen. I think that they just believe it is going to happen. And that becomes the fantasy. That is the narrative in their head that repeats over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong
bunker
with
should have
stockpiling
been a cell,
fucking
yeah.
beans and corn, or even having
Seriously.
something to protect yourself in your house, like a gun, or having a flashlight, something that gives you a bit of security. But it's when you amplify these things to such a means that once again, as affects others or affects people around you that you love. I mean, it becomes a dastardly, deceptive obsession that just completely overconsumes every other facet of your life, where it's the only thing you think about. That's where I think the paranoia and the doomsday prepping
can
gets
you
a little dicey.
imagine
If the
that
world ends,
that's how you
I'm
live
sorry to say it, we're probably all fucked.
your life?
Not Nick, because he did spend the $1.5 million and has the bunker in his backyard, but that's his story, not mine. I just want to say that trying to be prepared is not a bad thing. I think trying to instill the idea that the world is going to end is also probably not a fictitious thing to say either. I think I'd like to live in an existence where I can do my part now and try to make it a better place for today. That's all I gotta say. Also, I like beans and corn. So that's our video today on Doomsday Preppers. Are you a Doomsday Prepper? Hopefully the world doesn't explode so you guys can see this video.
Who in
See you
chat is
next
a
time.
doomsday prepper? We already know broccoli is. Oh man.